It's been the most anticipated result of the entire season of The Voice, and we have the winner here in studio with us. This is The Voice After Show.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
She's got Betty Davis.
She's got Betty Davis eyes.
And here she is, Chloe Kohanski, in the studio with us today, the winner of The Voice.
Thank you for
Congratulations.
having me. Thank you so much.
Big congratulations.
Well
Yes.
deserved.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're giving me very much like Now and Then movie.
Wow.
What's the lady's name? She has the glasses like you do. She's the one that becomes a superstar.
I know what you're referring to. but
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
You give me all like
with the shoulder pads
very
too.
80s
Yes.
vibes,
Yeah,
and
these
I'm
are
loving
literally
it.
my dad's sunglasses from like
No
when I was a
way.
baby. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can I say that we're so happy you won because
Yes.
we thought like we were so wrong on everything.
The whole
So
thing.
I was right. I was right.
You were.
Yes,
She called the order.
I did. I
Wow.
called
She
the
really got it right.
order and I
Wow.
was right. So
Wow.
yeah.
You got intuition. That's sick.
I do.
You
so
were
you're
my-
welcome. Because
you
of
were
me.
my number one, but we kept thinking that everyone we thought were gonna make it to the final wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I started going backwards. I'm like, I'm gonna say the least person first, the second person after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But we're so glad it's you.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw, we read different people's predictions like online and stuff, and we would all kind of be together, like cuddling, reading like what people say about us. And it was funny because everybody was like, man, like, I like Chloe, she's cool, but, the indie rocker never lasts. They're like, she'll never, like, close to the beginning. And I was like, man, like, is it true? Like, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then week after week, I was still there, and I was like, man, this is sick. Like, it was just so much fun.
Well, you're proof that if you have a dream, you can do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
And it was like every week you just kept on getting better and better and better
Wow,
and better.
thank you.
Yeah. So that was super impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, let's start off with telling everybody where they can find you.
Okay, so all social media is at Chloe Kohanski, except for Snapchat, which is at Chloe.Kohanski.
Okay.
Because I accidentally already made a Snapchat and then forgot to use the login, and I just made another one. So, so it's all Chloe Kohanski, and I know that's a mouthful, but it's online. You can look it up how to spell it. It's a lot.
Hey guys, my name is Mayte Carrillo. You can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _
And I'm Lena Nori. You can find me all over the internet at Lena Nori.
And I'm Russell Ray. You can find me across the internet at Russell Ray Silva. That's 2 S's and 2 L's, but let's get right into it. What is the first thought that runs through your mind right before the results are being read?
I mean, let me take these off. I
Just
think
getting down to serious questions here.
it's crazy because I've been asked this question a couple of times since Tuesday night, and you start off like hundreds and thousands of people audition for this show, right?
Yeah.
So right from the get-go, you start telling yourself repeatedly, like, it's not about winning. It's not about winning. Like, just try to make it as far as you can go and everything, everybody's a winner, and just, keep pushing on, keep moving forward. And you get into that habit so much that when I actually heard my name get called, I had no idea what to do. Like, literally one half of my body went numb, and I was like, I was like not prepared at all for that moment, because there is only one winner, and that seems so. I mean, I remember being at the blind auditions and thinking, like, man, like, whoever that is that's insane. Like, whoever wins, that's gonna be crazy. And it was me, man. I just can't believe it. I really
must have
can't.
been like, is this real life right
Yeah,
now?
oh,
Like,
yeah.
someone pinch me.
I mean, I literally had to, like, it looks cute on camera. I'm glad it came across that way, but I was literally, I was holding on to Addison, like, holding on to her, because I'm not kidding, my legs, like, it was the weirdest sensation. It was like my whole body was like, like the biggest, just like, oh my gosh, like, that's it. Like, I just won.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say, even out loud. And every
Yeah.
10 minutes, I kind of just zone out, and I'm like, I won the Voice. Like, it's
Carson
wild.
was like trying to find you to give you your trophy.
Couldn't see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna give it to somebody.
He's like,
like,
somebody
who am I gonna
take
give
it.
it to? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, and then I like reached out through the
To the
confetti.
crowd.
I remember I went over to hug Blake, and he's so tall. I like went up to reach to like hug him, and I closed my eyes for like a millisecond, opened them, and everything was black because there was confetti over my eyes. Like, I couldn't even see anything. So I was like trying to.
It was such a beautiful moment, though, because, Addison, she's such a sweet pie, too, and she's
Yes.
so young. So I was expecting to see a lot more emotion from her, maybe
Yeah.
sadness, but she was genuinely, like,
Oh, man.
so happy for you. And we
Yeah.
had talked about this on many of the after shows, that we've seen the most growth in you and also in Addison. So for me, I kind of love the fact that it was you two at the end.
Yeah.
that made it. And, you know, hopefully, of course, I wish her all the success in the world. But
Oh, yeah.
we're all ecstatic that you won.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
also
you.
style goals. Like, we're talking about The Voice, but your style,
Thank
the
you.
whole competition was on point.
Thank you. I mean, it is about the voice, and you know, that's obviously most important. But the other aspect of being a performer and an entertainer is visuals, and I think that, you know, that might not be everybody's thing, and that's okay. But for me, the visual aspect of being an artist is just as important as the actual music. I love music, and that's an inward thing. Like, no one has to tell me to do that. I love music, and I'll sing until I can't sing anymore. But the clothes and even the set design and just, you know, using the stage to your advantage, like, that's all part of the rock and roll experience, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring rock and roll into pop culture again. So it's all kind of it's a game plan, you know, but it's something that I didn't know if it was going to be received well at all on the show. I did not know that. And I'm just blown away that it was received in the way it was. It's like super encouraging for what I want to do, you know?
And the fact that Blake was so open and willing to kind of like let you do your own thing too.
Right,
like,
right.
how was that? Because I'm sure it's being like a mentor. He must have been like, no, you can't do this. And give you some restrictions. Like, did he ever
No, not
give you
really
any?
at all.
No?
No, I mean, really with Blake Shelton, it's what you see is what you get. He kind of just tells you that sounds good or it doesn't sound good. And I mean, the coaches, they know about like what our plans are for the visuals, and they see the presentation of like, okay, this is what Chloe's thinking for like hair, you know. So that week I had the big hair with the
my
sparkly
gosh,
dress.
yeah.
Like, he was aware that I was going to be doing something of that extent, but he never got in the way of any of the creative process, and he just let me kind of do my thing. And that's the same for all of his artists that he works with throughout the seasons. And also, that's the reason why he's probably won 6 times, is because he just lets the artists do their thing and lets them grow like on the show. It's so cool.
Now, who helps you with the creative visuals, or do you like Google that and like, I want this kind of hairstyle, this kind of stage?
Yeah, I think for me, at first, you know, coming from playing shows in my hometown, I do my own hair and makeup. I just wore sometimes what I wore to work to my shows, so it wasn't as glamorous. And then as the show progressed and I was moving forward, they were like, oh, it's like the Grammys every night or every week, you know. And so I was like, okay, well,
That's awesome.
if it's gonna be like the Grammys, like, I want it to be like the Grammys. I want to
Legit,
utilize
like
that
it,
and like and give these full performances. So I really just started like going all out and thinking like, okay, what is this song like? What is this? What is the color of this song? What's the mood? And you know, the week I had the big hair specifically was my theme I came up with. It's silly, but I said it was sad prom queen. So for both nights, for Monday and
Little
Tuesday
tears.
night,
Yeah. Well, that was the
that
other
was
time,
that
yeah.
was just like, I don't even know what that was. I just kind of was like, I want to do something very 80s. So the black outfit was like inspired by Bonnie Tyler and Total Eclipse of the Heart. But yeah, like stuff like that, just to tie it all in. You know, it's more than just a song. It's like a experience. And we only have a couple of minutes to do that each week, if you think about it. So it's a lot. Like, a lot goes into that.
Don't forget that big hair is country. They say the bigger your hair is, the closer you are to God. So,
That's so true. Yeah.
so Blake, when you said big hair, he's probably like, yes.
Yeah, that's right. He was probably
One
like, okay,
win.
kind of like Dolly Partonish. Yeah, I love that.
Do you have any rituals before you go on stage? Is there anything that you do, or you kind of just, you're like, I'm gonna get this over with and I'm just gonna do it?
Yeah, now I wish that maybe there was someone filming like right before we go on, so maybe there is something. I don't know if I do anything specifically like ritual wise, but I drink a lot of throat coat, and it doesn't sound like it right now, but I'm going through something in my voice. But I drink a lot of tea, and I only allow myself to drink like a certain amount of water before I go out on stage, because you have to pee all day if you drink too much like liquid. So
In the middle of a performance, you're
Oh,
like, I have to go use the restroom.
yeah, like I remember, which one was it? Oh, it was Call Me. That week, Call Me by Blondie. Right when they called my name, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And they were like, no! And I was like, I gotta go. I like run to that. It's a porta potty, of course, like outside.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's a nice one. It's a nice one.
Is it like a
But-
trailer porta potty?
I know.
At least the lifted one?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
I would say like scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 7. It's okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's not
But
too
the
bad.
Voice studio on Universal lot is huge. How do they not have a real toilet in there?
I don't think they can have a bathroom inside of the
the studio.
of the studio.
Yeah.
That's like a separate thing. So they like bring in these portable restrooms for us. It's like just us though, so it's not like
Oh,
everybody's
okay.
using it. It's just the artists, and it's nice next to the tent that we hang out in. So while you guys are watching it live, we're all in this tent. It's not a small tent. It's like a glamorous tent.
That place is massive. Have you guys done the Universal tour? The Voice building is huge.
Oh, it's humongous. And it literally is like it looks like a dream. Like you're like, whoa, it's insane. It's insane.
You know something I've been wondering since we spoke on the carpet, I think it was top 8, your publicists, which by the way are awesome. They said that you were on Voice Rest.
Yeah.
And they said limit it to one question, which I think you ended up chiming in on the Blake question too. I said how he's helped you grow. Is we see the glitz and the glamour. We talked about the hair, the makeup, everything's so amazing, the fans, but what we don't hear and see is like the struggle. So you're on Voice Rest. I'm sure you've gone through like so much strain emotionally, physically, mentally. I just want to know, briefly, I'm sure there's hours of things that you could talk about. What is it that you've gone through in this process? Like starting from when you started auditioning till like now?
Yes. Well, so, this is an obvious statement, but you only have one set of vocal cords. So if you're not a singer, primarily you're using that to speak. And like for you guys, I don't know if you do music. I don't know. But you guys.
You do.
You do?
Yeah.
R&B.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys use your voices for your job here and you speak and you use that. Well, we're doing the same amount of work on the show speaking as we are singing. So everything you hear, before we even get to the part where we actually perform it live, we have rehearsed it on stage full out at least 20 times. And just to mark it, to make sure they get the camera angles, they want us to go full out because they want to know what we're going to do in the moment. Because, if you just kind of like half butt it, you're like, okay, well, I'm not, and then you wouldn't like hit like the same move, So you got to go through that. Then you have to record everything for iTunes, which you have to give at least like 6 to 10 passes of the entire song. Wow. And they have to get everybody in. We're all on the same schedule. So it's like blocking wise. Sometimes, I was in the studio one night until almost 1 a.m. recording and then had to be up the next day to do the different social stuff, social media, the interviews, everything you see that makes like a 5-minute clip in the episode is hours worth of footage that they file down. So it's tough, I wish I had 2 sets of vocal cords. One to sound really smooth and smoky and all that stuff when I sing, and then one to be like clear when I speak. But obviously the adrenaline kicks in a little bit and that helps, and the tea and the vocal rest. But really it's just about learning, when do I need to talk, and like when is it going to benefit, when is it beneficial to speak. And especially because I love to talk. So even when they were like, oh, limit your questions, I was like, that's not going to work for me because I'm going to want to answer questions.
Yeah, you wanted to chime in on the Blake one. You're like, I looked over, I'm like, well, if you want to answer the question.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in. Yeah, so it's tough. I don't know how people with bigger voices do it, like Brooke or Keisha or Davon, Janice, everybody, how they can do all that crazy stuff, just vocal Olympics, you know what I mean? And then still sit like here and talk and be clear as day. I'm like, how is that possible?
And answer hundreds and hundreds of questions throughout the week, right?
Yes, hundreds. It's crazy.
And speaking of questions, we have a game. It's called Top 10.
Okay.
Because we've come up with top 10 questions that we've either heard throughout the season or that we're curious about ourselves. So we want you to pick them out one at a time.
Awesome.
And answer them.
Shuffle them.
And if we ever need to clap back at anybody, we will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't worry about anyone.
You have 2 passes. We prefer that you don't use them.
Okay.
But if you absolutely want to pass, but this is just kind of a way to get to know you on a different level. So it's out of the box questions versus probably the same thing you've been asked on the red carpet every single time you're there.
Okay, I don't pass.
Yes.
Oh, straight shooter.
Real hours. Okay. If you could have one celebrity roommate, who would it be and why? Oh, wow. One celebrity roommate. In this moment, I'm blanking on any celebrity besides the ones that I've been around the past few months. So I'm going to say if I had to pick a roommate, I would pick Miley. I think that would be a really fun time. Yeah. Also, I had a conversation with her the other day, I think right before the finale, and we were just talking about like yoga and her man and my man, and we were just like talking just like we were just 2 regular people just talking. Yeah. And I was like, man, you're really cool. You're so cool. Because I didn't get to talk to her like that when I was on her team. There were still so many of us, and it was always in front of the cameras. You know what I mean? So there wasn't a second to just chill. But when you make it further in the competition, there's opportunity to talk to the different coaches, and she's so sick.
It would be so dope to see you guys together go on
Double
tour.
date.
No, like
was
go on
gonna say,
tour.
like,
Like,
do you not
actually
have
have
numbers and
like
exchange them?
I was like, double
Okay,
date,
that
but
too.
we'll take that too.
Yeah, but it's just because I would want to be part of it. Like I want to be part of the experience. I want to see you guys live.
Oh, you know, I would open up for Miley Cyrus in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
My feelings will never change for you, Miley.
Let's put that out into the universe.
She's probably so sad when you won and you won on Team Blake. She's probably
Yeah.
Because she's the one that could have taken the
Yeah.
trophy from him this year.
I know. But also we talked and she was like, I think it was important for you to work with Blake because if I would have stayed on Miley's team, I think we both are so visual and creative and hands-on.
yeah.
I don't know if it would have gotten a little hectic, you know what I mean? Like I could have ended up in like a chicken suit or something crazy, you know what I mean? Just because,
And a
like,
wrecking ball?
Yeah, like doing some wild stuff. I think
some
it was,
like stripper pole like in the middle of the
Hey,
stage.
you never know, man. But I think it might have been a little too much for the voice, a little dangerous, if you ask me. I don't know where you
Okay,
want me to
here.
put the
We
question.
can
take
throw them to
them.
the side. No
Yeah, I'll
big.
take them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do another one.
Okay. Did you want me to read the question?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
go ahead.
Oh, wow. I love this.
Okay.
What's your go-to late night drive-through order? Oh, man. Okay.
Yes.
So, since I've been in California, and I don't have this back home in Nashville, In-N-Out.
Yes.
At least 3 times a week, and that is the truth.
Really?
And I don't know how I'm alive because I know that wrecks me every time. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I
It's
love
all natural
In-N-Out.
products at least.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like fresh
No idea.
potatoes and everything.
The
Well, now I
potatoes
don't
are
feel
filled by
bad at all.
hand,
Yeah.
cut by
It's
hand.
basically vegan.
Isn't it like nothing's frozen? Like no
Yeah.
No,
no
nothing's
preservatives,
frozen.
there.
nothing, not the meat, not anything. It's all fresh at least.
Yeah.
The
Every,
fries,
every
those are my
morning,
favorite.
so when I worked there every morning, we would open the lettuce and then you have to shred it by hand and then you put it into like these little boxes.
And the meat's fresh too, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like fresh on. So at least if you're gonna
It's-
go, you're
it's
doing it right.
In the
Wow.
store no longer than 2 days.
She's like, now we're gonna go 6 times a
It's
week.
basically,
She's like, "We're
so
going to
I
bed
thought
after
I was
this."
eating bad this whole time, but it sounds like I've been on a diet since
Yeah.
I've been out here, which is great.
You shouldn't
Like,
feel bad about In-N-Out. Like
Okay,
no
good.
one ever feels bad about
Good,
it.
okay,
yeah,
good,
yeah.
okay.
It's a go-to.
No
You gotta
shame
go
then.
big or go home with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You know?
saying. I get the double, man. I go in. Okay. See. Oh, it's upside down. What is your biggest phobia? Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Okay. 100% any type of insect or bug. I have no chill. I'm like, so I feel like, you know, my personality is like, oh yeah, I like rock, it's cool. And then a bug is like a bug, even if it's a ladybug or a worm,
no.
even butterflies. I see their bodies and I'm like, it's not cute. Like, I'm like, I don't, you can't fool me with the wings. It doesn't matter. Like,
colorful
the body
wings,
of
yeah.
it is still creepy.
So
And
what do you do when you see like a
I scream
something?
like a little girl, dude. And I'm like, "Ah," like all like weird.
Get
like,
it away.
I can't, yeah.
So you don't go to the park, I'm assuming.
I don't camp. I don't like the outdoors unless it's the dead of winter where the bugs are gone.
Gone.
I don't
Dead
do
and
that.
gone.
I don't mess around with bugs.
And a lot of off. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and in Nashville the mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
Like even just seeing it, I'm like, oh, like I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, I'm going in.
That's the next question.
If you could raid any celeb's closet, who would it be? Man, I don't know if I know that. Any celebrity. Oh, Rihanna.
Oh yeah,
She
that's
has
a
really
go-to.
edgy style,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
feel
love
like,
her.
Yeah, I feel like, but also like, is the thing is like whatever Rihanna wears like is cool. Like it doesn't matter if before it didn't look good. Once it's on her, it looks great, and everyone
Everything
should
she
wear it.
wears.
And
Yeah.
then it's in Nordstrom's after that.
Yeah.
Or like other people try to copy it, and I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
you can't pull it as good as Rihanna.
She actually said a quote. She said, if you're seeing it in the magazines, it's already like done. Like you're supposed to be wearing it, be on the
Something.
trend.
Yes.
And once you see in the magazine everyone's wearing it, she's like, the trend's over.
I
That was
totally agree
from
with
Rihanna
that
herself.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I
She
totally
slays.
agree with that.
That's for you, Ree.
Yeah.
Love her.
That's the queen.
Wow, she is the queen, man.
She would be a good roommate too,
Oh yeah.
right? Yeah. Imagine.
She's like, actually, I take back the roommate.
I-
Me,
It's gonna be
Miley, and
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Hey,
Actually
might as
pretty
well.
sick.
Okay, what is your go-to shower singing song? Oh wow. Shower singing song.
I mean, we assume you sing in the shower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I actually write in the shower. So
nice.
yeah, I do a lot of my writing in the shower because of the white noise that it creates, you know, and the water's falling and it's just like shh.
Wait,
like
can
that.
I ask where you're writing?
Oh, like in my mind.
Oh,
okay. No, not physically writing, but like.
I
She's
was
got
thinking
one
you had, like,
hand, she's
something.
washing
Like
her
on the
head.
fogged mirror.
But
like-
actually, now that we're talking about it, that sounds like a sick invention, like a whiteboard shower. So the walls are like
a
a whiteboard,
board.
and you can have like
Kind of like the chalkboards.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, not chalkboards, but the chalk walls.
chalk walls.
Yeah.
Except I feel like in a shower, the chalk wall,
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
it wouldn't work as
Yeah.
well as the concept.
You get like a mirror and like a waterproof pen. Watch, someone's gonna like
Yeah.
invent this now, and
Dang
it's
it.
gonna start here.
Well,
Shut this off.
my dream was like when I was younger. I was like the first thing if I ever make it, like whatever that means, like, and
You've
I have
made
enough,
it.
and I have enough money. I want to have a shower studio. So before I go into the shower, I push a button on the wall, and it documents that whole shower. That's how much I write in the shower. I
That
come
would be
up with-
cool.
I don't come up with as much lyrics as it is melodies. So like humming something, and then I'll have to get out and like I'm in the shower wet, but I'm like trying to get on my phone. I'm like pushing the voice memo app, and I'm like, na, 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 na. And then I get back in the shower, and I'm like doing it.
That's awesome.
So that's the truth. Yeah, that's like when I'll know I made it when that happens for sure.
Do you have any songs that you've written, or is there like a ton that you kind of want to start?
Oh yeah, I
say
have
yeah?
tons of music.
okay, cool.
Yeah, like tons.
Can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I don't know like exactly when we're getting started on the record, but that's like 100%. Like I'm so stoked.
Oh.
Like you have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like performing live is like here, and then like being in the studio is like
Right there.
Like it's
Yeah.
so just a totally different
Yeah,
experience.
I bet.
But it is like the coolest vibe.
Mm.
It is the coolest place.
You've already been number one, but I cannot wait till it's number one and it's like your song written by you in the charts. Like that would be,
That's what
and I see it.
Goals.
It's happening for you.
Yeah.
Let's speak it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
telling
put
you,
it out there
everything
right
that
now.
we're putting here,
Yeah.
we're putting it out there.
That's gonna be the song that like 20 years down the line, everyone's singing. Like, you know when you're at like either a casino or the
Yeah.
bar and the song comes on and everyone's like, yes!
Yeah.
That's gonna be that
Well,
song.
that's what I thought about Time After Time when I
Yeah.
did the Cyndi Lauper. I was like, this is like the go-to karaoke
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Like this song will never die in the best way. It's like it's legendary.
Yeah, it was funny. My
Yeah.
mom was cooking in the kitchen and I was watching it, and she comes out and she's like, "Who's singing that?" And I'm like, "Mom," I'm like, "It's it's The Voice or whatever." And she's like, she was like hypnotized. She was
Yeah.
just looking at you, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't just
Wow.
get my attention. You got my mom's."
That's
Like-
see, but that's
Mom.
cool.
That's-
I feel
yeah.
like that's something also interesting about being a younger artist but representing an older genre
Yeah.
is it opened up the doors to like a really wide variety of fans. Like I was at Harry Potter World last night. I got to go. I've never been. And a little girl came up to me and she was like, "Are you Chloe from The Voice?" And I was like, "Yeah." But then also her dad was like kind of freaking out. And I was like, "This is so cool."
That's so
Because she's
awesome.
like 11 and this is her father and they're both interested in the same artist.
Yeah,
That's
kinda
amazing.
cool.
Bridging the gap.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would love to hear your version of like Christmas Carol. So just make sure a note 2018 to do your
Wow.
own
Do
Christmas.
you have one in mind?
I mean, I love All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I love Mariah Carey, but I'm sick of like hearing her version of it.
Yeah.
I would love to hear like Adele did a whole thing. Who was that guy's name? Why am I blanking on his name? I was listening to it today.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
he did.
I got you.
You know that's what I was thinking.
I was listening to the way I'm
Dude,
doing.
no, because I love hearing the same
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
carols, but like different versions of it. So I would love to hear your kind of like rock and roll / like current
Take on it.
take on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to plug somebody if that's okay. But there's an artist, her name's Phoebe Bridgers, and she did a cover of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and you need to listen to it immediately, like when you leave here. It's one of the most tender versions of a Christmas song I've ever heard in my life. And I then
wanna
in
hear
that
that.
moment,
Yeah.
I was like, never before have I ever really thought about doing a Christmas, That's not the most rock and roll thing. So I'm like, I don't know if I've ever thought about myself doing a Christmas song, but when I heard that, I was like, okay, I want to make something
What's
like
her name
that.
again?
Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Yes, and it's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and it is insane.
So 2018, we're all gonna look for your Christmas album.
Yeah. Or a Christmas song.
Yeah, Christmas inspired.
We want a
song.
whole album. We just
I
don't
know,
want
we
an
just want
album.
music from you, period.
We're not gonna be subtle about this.
guys,
I just want an album from
I'm
you.
working on it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Tell us about the worst date you've ever had.
Yes.
You don't have to mention any names. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
nice.
I had to throw in that you don't have to mention their name because
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, I don't know if I want to like say their name.
No, we
Yeah.
can. It's fine.
Wow,
She's like,
worst date
Michael
I've ever been on.
Stevens, 2010.
There's been that many.
I know, actually.
Oh, okay, I'm like,
I was
what?
actually thinking, I don't know if I've been on a bad date.
Come on.
What about your best, or if you can't think of a bad one, best one?
Okay, so the truth, get real. So I've only been in 3 relationships. And the first one was my best friend first. So we never went on a date. We just started saying like boyfriend and girlfriend, you know?
Yeah.
We just started going steady.
understanding.
And,
He got
And,
it easy, dude. No flowers
yeah,
or
nothing.
chocolate or
and
opening the
then
door.
same thing with the second relationship I was in. We were just friends and then started dating. And then my current boyfriend, actually, I guess it was the best first date ever, but it was a blind date because we met on Instagram, and his Instagram is it's like a photographer portfolio. It doesn't have any pictures of him. So he messaged me, and mine's only selfies at that point, right? So it was like very clear what my best angle looked like. And I was like, you know, okay, like I'm really being like putting myself out here, like you know everything, and I don't even know what you look like. And I just asked him, I was like, what are you doing today? Like we were messaging, and he was like, I think I'm gonna go thrifting, which I obviously love to buy old people clothes as well. So I was like, cool, well I'd love to go with you. And I had no idea what he looked like, and I just met him at a thrift store.
Oh my God.
And he walked in. He
Just
walked
having
in,
nightmares.
and he was 6'3", and I'm a tall girl, right? So I
Yeah.
had no idea. I was like, my chances are he's probably gonna be really short. But I don't even care because he made me laugh so hard. Just over messaging, I was like, how is someone this funny? And yeah, I met him, and he's like the best looking guy I've ever seen in my life. I'm probably biased, but and he was like so tall, and he has a shaved head, and he's like just like the sickest dude I've ever seen.
What if he was a serial killer?
I know, but I
No
just took a
pictures,
risk.
no nothing. Did you guys even have
She took a
mutual
chance.
friends?
We did have mutual friends.
Okay. Oh my God. I was
we
hoping it was
did.
like followed by
Yeah.
at least somebody you know.
No. Nashville's still it's booming right now, but it's still pretty small town.
Okay.
So yeah, I knew he wasn't like.
What if he was a
anything.
fisher? What are those things called? Catfishers?
Catfish.
Have you guys seen that show where
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
goes and it's like
Yeah.
some creepy?
Yeah.
But she was in a public place, you know?
Yeah.
Like if it would have just been like a one-on-one, like come over to my apartment.
The
I'd be
thrifters
like,
would have
Yeah.
saved her.
Yeah.
Dude, Instagram should hire you as a spokesperson because if you found the love of your life on Instagram,
Yeah.
they
There
need
it
to
is.
put you on like Instagram Match.
They do. That should be a thing.
I feel like that's gonna be a thing.
Wow.
soon.
That
Well,
actually,
they'll call it Insta Love.
Oh,
But they have
or
to be able
Insta
to like
hooking.
verify it because at this point anybody can have like 95 accounts.
That's so true. That's so true. I don't know. Man, that would be really cool to be like a sponsored love story on Instagram.
Make my
Wow.
That's
guess of it.
cute.
Wow. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I've ever been on a bad date.
So when if you guys get married, when you guys get married, your wedding toast is gonna be like, so we met on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looked like. He could have been a serial killer, but it worked out well.
It's such a
Yeah.
good story though.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I think we're gonna get well, I say this, and this is like really just me talking to you guys. Like, I don't know why I'm gonna say this, but I'm going to. I told him on that first day, I was like, I need to put this out there just before like anything really serious happens. My dream is to get married in Las Vegas.
Oh
and he
my
was like,
God.
that's sick. I was like,
That is awesome.
because I was like, I just need to know before I get too attached.
With
But-
Elvis officiating your
Yeah,
wedding.
I want it to be like the like.
And Adam singing. Have you seen the Sugar song where he like pops up at people's weddings? That
Oh,
would be
yes,
dope.
his music
Wait,
video.
wow.
Adam,
forgot
Blake,
about that.
and Miley should perform a song.
They gotta
and
be there.
Jahan.
They gotta be there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miley could be like swinging on a ball.
Yeah.
I feel like Miley would have to be the flower.
Singing on the wedding
Yeah,
cake.
She would have to be the
actually,
flower girl.
that would be more her.
And then what if Blake like officiated? Like, what if he did that?
That would be sick.
so
And
special.
Adam singing.
Adam singing,
yeah.
and,
And
then
Jay has the
throwing
attorney.
shoes.
Oh yeah.
She's like, listen, so
Jay
you
was
two,
throwing her
this is a
shoes at
union.
you.
This
Manolo.
is a union, like the J Hud Productions of Chloe
Oh
and then
my
what's your
God. I can't with that.
Chloe and Hunter.
Yes.
And we're gonna call it K Hunt
Wow.
Production instead of K.
Wow.
Wow.
In
Wow.
Vegas.
K
There you
Hunt.
go.
That's it.
Happened by chance,
Done.
or I mean,
Destiny.
Okay. This one says, "What's your guilty pleasure?" And I feel like I answered this when I said In and Out earlier
Okay.
because I think that's probably. But if it's not food, I'm trying to think like.
Like, is there like a TV show or something you watch that you're kind of like, why do I watch this? Or something you do that
Yeah.
you secretly don't want to tell anybody, but you're gonna tell everybody right now?
Okay, the truth is that when we came out here for the live shows, I started watching Sex and the City from season 1, and I am on the last season.
That's
Sex and
amazing.
the City.
I put a
That
lot of
is
hours
Sex
into
and
the
that.
City.
No,
Movies?
but like I just started it like last month, like
Okay.
when we came out here, and just one after another.
So you never watched an episode before?
No, I had never watched it.
Wait, isn't that like 100 hours that you just watched? Wait, how many seasons? There's like.
There's a lot because I just started last year too, but I haven't caught up as much as you.
They started Sex in the City
That's what
when
I'm
like the
saying.
cameras were so grainy.
The truth is,
But no, isn't
Yeah.
there like 7 or 8 or 9?
No, there's
or...
more.
Mm-hmm.
There's
And you
like
watched
13,
all of it?
I think.
I'm on the last season.
Yeah.
right now.
Nice.
Wow.
They're only
that's the
30-minute
way to go.
episodes though,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like if you really want to commit, like you can just stay up all night
Yeah.
and get through like a season or two. You know.
That's amazing.
I don't know if it's amazing. I feel like I'm thinking now, like I could have been doing a lot. I could have been doing a lot of stuff in that time. but
My guilty
No.
show is General Hospital.
wow.
I feel like Peggy Bundy eating bonbons on the couch watching General Hospital. I swear to God, I watched General
Peggy
Hospital.
Bundy.
I don't
Grey's
miss a single
Anatomy was my
episode.
first one that I ever binge watched. That was my first like committed binge watching
Show.
where you really feel bad about it and you're like you don't want
watch
to tell
it?
anyone. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy was my first.
I watched Pretty Little Liars with my roommate.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was me and him, and every night we'd come home.
Face totally changed.
Yeah.
I watched Pretty Little Liars with my roommate.
And it's so
Oh
sad
my
because
God.
we'd go to our fraternity meetings right after, but we'd be like,
Oh,
we're watching this
wow.
really cool show, and they're like, never mind, like, Garrett, just don't talk about it, don't talk about it.
The plot
Pretty Little
thickens.
Liars.
Yep.
I love that.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know, things happen when you're in college.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, they sure do.
Which icon would you bring back from the dead? David Bowie. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, there's so many.
Yeah. But that was like, I remember where I was when I found out that he had passed away. And that was someone that, you know, when you're starting out in music and you have a dream list of people, like if I could just shake their hand and say like, thank you for what you did for music. Like he was really high up on my list. And so when he passed away, I was like, no, like this is like, not that it's about me in any way,
Yeah.
but just because, you know, you get so attached to someone and they feel like such a staple in the world, like almost like they're invincible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was really tough. I was working at a coffee shop at the time, so I was up at like 4 a.m. getting ready to like open up the shop.
Jesus.
And I found out it had just happened like in the middle of the night or whatever. So I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like almost like I felt like I knew before the world knew. Because like not everyone was like,
Up
you know
at
what I
that
mean?
time,
Yeah,
yeah.
like in my life, not everyone was up. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is devastating.
Yeah.
Just because he's iconic. Iconic.
Can we talk about how crazy it is what you just said, where you were at that moment and where you are today?
Yeah.
Could you have ever?
Never in a million years.
That's crazy. Life's beautiful.
Never in a million years, guys. Seriously. This is the last one. Mm-hmm. This is the most fun game ever. Okay, what is the funniest, weirdest fan message you've ever received? Wow.
I love how that just came
I
out.
know.
What
Isn't that
perfect
crazy?
timing.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
'Cause there's got to be something.
yeah, well, I have a couple. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so,
I want to hear as many as possible.
So the first one would probably be.
Do you have them in your phone?
I think I might have actually told you this on the red carpet that one night.
Yeah.
But I also, along with Red, started to receive the request for feet pictures, and I was really astonished.
What is it with people and
I
feet?
don't know. It's like a fetish thing, and I was kind of like,
Ugh.
at first they were just like, "Are your feet ticklish?"
Ew.
Oh,
And I wish I would have saved it because the picture of the Twitter account was someone with their toes like spread.
I thought they sent you a picture of your toes,
No,
like for a
oh,
second. I'm like,
when
that
would
is
they have
gross.
taken that? No,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they didn't have athlete's foot. And,
But I saw the little. I didn't click to enlarge, or I didn't do anything to like get closer
God,
to that
no,
image. But
yeah.
I saw the little what is it, avatar or
Yeah,
AV
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Icon.
And yeah, I've never said that out loud before. I'm like, how do you say that? But yeah, it was a picture of like spread toes, and then it just said, "Hey Chloe, are your feet ticklish?" And I was like,
Ew.
And then I showed it to a bunch of my friends on the show, other contestants, and they were like, "Don't respond." And I just was like, I have to know why. So I was like, yeah, why?
Oh no.
And then I just
No, you
started
did
like
not.
the foot thread of like people that were just like coming out from like whatever,
The woodwork.
wherever they crawl out from, and they're like, "Oh, send us pictures of your feet. Like, we want to know what your feet look like." And the funniest part is that, wow, I'm really getting real with you guys.
Yeah.
But I just actually have like the world's longest toes. Like I
Oh, okay, now you gave them more an opportunity to
So now they're gonna
send you
start sending you
messages.
toe rings.
So first you take a date offer from a random person on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then you respond to the creepy guy with the avatar of toes
Yes.
about your toes are
I would
ticklish.
do it too. Though.
You are the most trusting individual I have ever met
It's
in my
gonna
life.
get me in trouble. It is. It's gonna get me in trouble one
You
day.
guys need to do
funny.
something about this. She trusts way too many people. She told him about her toes. That's personal.
I was like, man, if they only knew that like my toes are just actually so long. It's not cute. It's not cute.
They think it is.
Yeah, I'm not
People
gonna
and
send
their
any
fetishes,
pictures.
you know?
I'm not gonna send any pictures.
No pictures. But
And then, yeah, I
Can
was.
you show us your toes right now?
No,
No,
absolutely
oh my
not.
god.
she's like, actually,
I
you
even
got
was
it on the
like,
table.
no.
I love you guys, but absolutely not.
You're gonna get so many toe rings in the mail when you're
I
home.
know.
I
You
know.
have no
Oh,
idea.
wow.
Hey,
Engagement
oh, is this a
toe
bad
rings.
one?
I love to
Or
wear
send her, or you guys
That's
send
not
her
bad.
socks.
I'd get some. Yeah.
Someone
love how
send
you
her
love toe
socks.
rings.
Bring
Holiday
toe
socks.
Or ankle
Yeah.
Toe
Remember the
socks. Bring them back.
For Pilates. They have them for
Yeah.
Pilates. They have toe socks.
Oh my gosh, that would be incredible.
Those are warm. Those keep you warm. I have a few.
Yeah, they do. And I used to actually, when the toe sock thing was a thing, I would like people would gift you like toe socks at Christmas or whatever, and they would never. My toes wouldn't fit in the toe sock. It's like when you wear a mitten that's too small.
yeah.
Because my toes are so long, it was like.
Now you can get some
You gotta,
custom
like, cut off the
made.
edges.
No,
like
I
the
feel like I
fingers, like
kind
the
of want to
fingerless.
show my feet so that you don't think that they're like really long.
I mean, just show it to us.
toes or
You told us
something.
everything else.
Just know that they're long toes, but it's not like I have a problem. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like-
They're clean, right? They're done. They're
clean.
clean. Yeah.
They're clean. They're just a little bit longer
Yeah.
than normal, but it's fine. I'm tall, so I think it looks normal. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
If I don't know.
I feel like I know so much about your toes now. Like your toes and I are like best friends. Like
did
we
not-
we could hang out and go to the movies and stuff. Your toes and I.
Start like a puppet show, you know.
No, Lord.
Anybody that's watching this that likes toes is gonna love this.
No, they're gonna
sit
send her
in
a
my
bunch of
hotel room
stuff.
later and be like, Chloe, why? Like, why do you speak? You're just so trusting. Okay, well, and then I'll say another one. You know, I've received obviously tons of like amazing, just heartwarming messages from everybody that voted,
Sure, yeah.
and just stuff like, you know, people taking the time to tell me about how certain performances and certain songs actually healed them from stuff they were going through in their life. I've had people, specifically one message really stuck out to me, and someone had actually lost a loved one, and they said that my performance of Landslide, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was very simple. I just kind of kept my eyes closed and just sang the song, and they said that moment for them, it literally took them out of like the pain that they were feeling for like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? And when you're going through like loss, to be removed from that feeling for a second, to be someone that like helped someone go through that,
blessing.
it's like huge. So
Yeah.
all that to say, I did receive a special, a special.
I was like, that got really deep.
You've always got those people, you know. They just have to.
yeah.
It's the real moment.
Yeah. You know, just something to keep me humble. Is what I like to say.
The Grinches of Christmas.
Yeah. So this was a comment that was made on one of my posts. After I won the show, I did the post with the confetti picture and
On
just
Instagram?
thanked everyone. Yeah, on Instagram, and thanked everyone for their support. And someone commented and said, "Well, first, I'm gonna say congratulations, and second, every time I listen to you sing, I get a headache. I think your voice is horrible."
Oh my God. Is it a real account?
Wait, but first off, congratulations.
But yeah, I wanted to
Wow.
bring that one up because I really do. I want to understand so badly, like the placement, like the first, saying
Yeah.
congratulations,
Yeah.
which I thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really do mean it. Thank you. But then it's just like emotional whiplash with that second part. Like I caused you physical pain,
Yeah.
mental,
Isn't that-
like a headache pain from my singing. I've never been told that.
Then why listen?
Special shout out to that person.
How hard did you laugh though when you read that?
Oh my gosh, so hard. And I screenshot them and I send them to my close friends and family because I'm like, this is the stuff that just like, it really does keep you humble. It really
That's
does.
a mean tweet that deserves to be on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah,
Like,
what I'm
that's one
saying.
of them.
Like
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then also just like the people who do have a lot of like mean stuff to say, but the spelling is just like
Oh, they butcher it.
completely
Terrible.
just
Yeah.
butchered, like obliterated. obliterated, and you're kind of
Oh.
like,
Trying to understand and you're laughing at the same time. Yeah.
And then the mess ups actually make like funnier words, like, you know, when you read it in like almost like in an accent of someone who's like reading that text to you or a tweet or whatever. So
That's so sad. I mean, obviously, you want a competition show with millions of viewers and voters. So what 3 or 4 people say doesn't matter. But it's so sad in the world today that bullying has like evolved into like cyberbullying. You can just hide behind a computer and make a fake picture.
Yeah.
And it's just what benefit do you get out of making someone else feel less about themselves? It's kind of sad, but it's also like a projection thing. I always think when people write certain comments or say things to you, I actually feel sorry for them because you must feel sad inside that you want to put someone else down or make them, you're projecting their feelings onto you. But kudos to you because you were
Taking
amazing.
it like a champ.
Yeah, well,
And you're a
thank
great
you.
singer.
Thank you so much.
So you don't give me no headaches.
Well, that's good.
I know you didn't
We
give us
appreciate
this
it. We're
entire
here
season
for
we
it.
were watching.
Well, that's good. I think that's true though what you said. My mom always said hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
And so I mean, I try every time to kind of look past and think like I don't know where that person's at. And it's actually harder for me when I see it happen to my friends because I can kind of take it. I can sit back and say like I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like it's okay, but it's hard when I see it happen to other contestants on the show who are my family, and that's when the kind of like injustice like rises up in me, and I'm like, man, just choose kindness. Like when you wake up in the morning, if what you're gonna say isn't gonna build anybody up, it's really not necessary to put into the world. I don't understand, you know. I don't understand it, but
I don't either.
it's part of the game, I guess. It's part of life. Social media, it gives, in the way that it gives platforms to things that are awesome and give people voices that before you couldn't talk to your family members who were on the other side of the world.
Totally, yeah.
In the same light, there's always a negative to the positive, and
Double-edged
it gives
sword.
a platform to people who shouldn't really have a voice because their voice is mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it stinks, but you take the good with the bad for sure.
But at least she said congratulations. I mean,
Hey.
I know, and it's a funny tweet.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
it
it's
is.
like
It
it's
made me
pretty
laugh.
funny.
I'm
like,
gonna be
it needs to
honest.
be kept like in a corner, like best things that happen, or like, you know,
Like
at the
you-
end of the year when you read all the funny things that happened to you,
Yeah.
like you can pull them out of a hat, like funny thing that happened in 2017. Well, someone
Yeah.
tell me congratulations, but I get them a headache.
if it was me, I would have written back, you're likely dehydrated. Drink some more water. Like that's what your headache is from.
Like, they
Drink
have
some
Advil for
water.
that.
I hope that wasn't from me. I hope that was just a funny thing. You know
It
what I
was.
mean?
It's a funny thing.
No, that was funny. But your look and your style and all of your music that you portrayed, or a lot of the music that you portrayed this season, has been very 80s inspired. So
Yes.
we've come with another game. It's called 80s Ladies.
Oh, wow.
So you get to choose one of my co-hosts to help you along the game if you have any problems or
Okay.
like any stutters along the way. So let's start from the top.
Okay.
Number 1, this material girl batted her way into the league of their own, spent 4 minutes to save the world with JT, and has sold more than 300 million records.
Madonna.
Yes.
Hey!
This
That was so
bombshell
quick.
was a Playboy bunny in her early days, sings "Call Me," which was originally Stevie Nicks',
Yeah.
by the way, and then she sang it instead. And Alicia Keys redid her song "Rapture" for the second release of Sex and the City movie number 2.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Wait, call him like Blondie? Deborah Harry?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
good, you're good.
I was
Okay,
like, call
okay.
me is Deborah Harry. Yeah, I did.
The number 3, this 80s lady gets physical, starting the hit movie Grease, and has a daughter named Chloe.
Oh, man. Oh, I knew it, and then it left. The name.
She needs a lifeline. Someone help her out.
Yeah.
Mayte.
Hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, her.
Just because I cheated, Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, Olivia Newton-John.
He's like right next to me. I can see
Man,
it.
I'm
was
sorry,
like
I
here.
forgot that. That's a shame.
This 80s lady made her second musical comeback in rock from disco, starred in the famous film Mermaids, and is one of only 6 artists who have both a number 1 single and an Oscar for acting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a tough one.
She's legendary. She actually is known for her big hair too, and she ain't going nowhere.
Oh, man.
I got you, babe.
Do you believe? Oh my god, I can't
Cher.
get my kid to say it. That was so bad. That probably sounded terrible, by the way.
Okay, so you got 4. Yes,
Cher,
it is,
but the
it
big
is
hair
Cher.
threw me because now it's not
I
the
thought
same
it was
hair
Shaka
anymore.
Khan. Is
Yeah.
it like when you
I
said
turned back
yeah.
time where
I
she's
was
in a
gonna say,
leotard with the
Is
secret
her
leotard.
song "Do You Believe in Life After Love" or how does it go?
Do you believe in love after? Do you believe in life after
Wait,
love?
if it's Life After Love, I've been singing it wrong.
Me too.
I know. I
Life
just
After
right
Love.
now.
Life After
Is
Love.
it Life After Love? That's what I
Love.
thought, but I was like, that doesn't sound right.
That's
kept
so
saying
funny.
love after love.
Dude, but she looks bomb. For
Oh.
her age, she puts
Yeah.
girls to shame.
We were Sonny and Cher, me and my boyfriend for Halloween.
Really?
Oh my God.
Before I knew Kim Kardashian was gonna do it, I was like, all right, stole my
Kim.
thunder there. Yeah.
Well, there's a Kohanski in the
K.
building now. We
Yeah.
don't have to worry about no Kardashians.
Right?
And the fifth one is this finals 80 lady just wanted to have fun and was expelled from Richmond High School, later to become a rock and roll superstar, sorry, not Hall of Famer, compared herself
Hall
to
of
Elmer
Famer.
Fudd on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yes! Hey! You get candy get. Candy
Yeah.
And
Merry
we're running kind of short on time, so we're gonna go into our final game of the night, and you can reach under yourself. There's a paddle. This one's called Jingle All the Way or Send It on a Sleigh.
Oh, wow.
So if you like the Christmas tradition, you're gonna jingle all the way. If you don't, it's Send It on a Sleigh.
Okay.
All right, here
And
we
we're
go.
all playing, are we?
Yes,
Or-
we're all
okay.
playing.
Oh, this is so cute.
So paddles down.
Paddles down.
Personalized ornaments. Ready? Jingle all the way.
Jingle all the
I like
way.
it.
That's
It's
fun.
I love painting ornaments.
I think
Yeah.
anything that someone takes time to make for you, that's like means a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I made a Grinch one actually.
I love the Grinch.
A
Did you put
Grinch
fuzz
one?
on it?
No, I
you
did it
saw
like
the
a
Grinch
green
yesterday?
glitter.
I love
Oh.
it.
I'll show you a picture after. It's
Okay.
actually really good.
He's the best.
Like I'm like actually now I'm like scared he's just gonna pop up every time I say his name. I met the
the
Grinch.
Grinch.
And
Really?
Yeah, last night.
Yes.
Like,
Did
a couple days
Oh
ago.
yeah, at Universal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I got to
That's
go live
creepy.
with
I
Is
still
it
him.
show?
haven't been there.
He's scary.
The best.
Is he?
He's scary up close, but like in a like you want more, you know?
Creepy, scary.
I was like,
Come here.
I'm getting closer.
I thought you met Jim Carrey. I was like, that's awesome.
Oh, no,
It's
no.
prosthetics. I think
Yeah.
it's a person in playing
I feel
the
like he
Grinch.
should do that every year. Just like Tim Allen should be the Santa Claus every year. Just saying.
That would be awesome.
Personally. Okay, number 2, eggnog. I'm gonna say send on a
Me
sleigh.
too. Send on
I'm
a
not
sleigh.
really-
I'm not a
never-
fan of eggnog.
I never
Either.
understood it.
It's
Neither do
weird.
I. It's
It's
like
weird.
thick and weird. And
It's not good. Okay.
I just
Moving on.
I just understand like liquor and something warm. I've never understood that
it's
concept.
just it's
Yeah.
It's
Or like
gross.
let's ask the question like what is a nog? Like eggnog.
Eggnog.
Where's the egg and what's the nog?
I think
you know what I mean?
I think a nog is like a derp. You know, like
And is there like a vegan version?
it's like a name to call
or is
someone.
it all
Can I get this
Can I
eggnog
get
and
a-
vegan?
Can I get a soy nog?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, next thing you know, Starbucks is gonna come up with the soy nogs.
Like,
soy nog.
and introducing 2018 the soy nog spokesperson Chloe Kohanski.
Organic free.
Yes. It's vegan.
And the third one is, there's 10, but number 3 is Christmas caroling.
Yes.
Jingle all the way.
And I cannot
You gotta
sing,
have a good
and I will
Christmas
still.
carol.
Oh, mine's not even in camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingle all the way.
Number 4. Okay, paddles down. Number 4. Ugly sweaters.
Absolutely.
Jingle all the way.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm kind of like in the middle.
What do you mean you're in the
No.
middle?
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna do something bold here. I'm gonna
keep
say
yours this way.
I'm gonna say send it on a sleigh.
Why?
Yeah, see, because
Just
like half
because
and half.
What?
I think the ugly Christmas sweater thing, it happened.
It's done.
Then there was the year where everyone had the parties, and then now it's been like 4 years and it's still happening. And I
Yeah.
think we need a new thing.
I think so too.
I think we need like Christmas pants,
I
like
think-
ugly Christmas
They
pants.
have those. They're at Target.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a
And it's
thing
like a whole
yet.
suit.
Well then, jingle all the way.
Number 5. Tulle on a Christmas tree.
What does that mean?
The silver stuff that they put around the edge.
Oh, that.
I don't like it.
Send
I
it
don't
on a
like it
sleigh.
either.
I think it looks tacky.
Yeah.
It is.
Too much.
I like cleaning
And
it.
messy,
It's
too.
very extra.
Yeah.
It's like Black China extra. Like,
Mm.
no, thank you. Number 6. Colored lights on a house.
Oh my god, I love that.
yeah.
I
I'm
love
kinda-
the obnoxious houses. I love it.
Sleigh.
Why?
You like the white lights?
I like the white lights because I do like North Pole theme in my house. So we put penguins out and like a little ice like
Sculpture, the
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
icicles.
yeah. Well, it's not
yeah.
a sculpture, but like
just icicles,
but
yeah.
we do white lights and then we do what do penguins live in? An igloo. There you go.
igloo?
Yeah, we do an igloo.
Where do
with penguins
penguins
around it.
live?
Sorry, people.
Oh no, when I'm older, what am I like 12? And I have like
When I grow
my
up.
own when I grow up, when I have my own house, I'm gonna be that tacky person with every like you can't even walk without running into like an
Yes.
object, a
Yes.
light, a shining, a
Santa.
A
sleigh,
village.
Santa, like the whole theme.
the reindeer on the
yeah,
roof.
You're gonna dress.
on the roof, on the floor, on the top.
Okay.
In the house. I'm actually. I want a
house.
Grinch though. I want to have like a scene from that movie. Like, do you remember when he was coming down the sleigh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to have like the whole little who's, and I want to have the
I like a
Grinch.
Whoville.
And I want to have him like stealing like Santa's. Anyways, I have a whole thing in my
Yeah.
head.
No, I love the scene in that movie where she's doing her Christmas lights and she has like the gun.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she's
she's like,
and then popping all the lights onto the
Yeah.
house. That's you in my mind right
I
now.
swear to God, I'd be like,
Good
You
night,
see her
buddy.
struggling, like her neighbor, and she's like, "Oh no, I got this."
I'm gonna be obscene. Like the neighbors won't be able to sleep
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my lights are so
They
bright.
gotta wear their sunglasses.
That's hilarious. Number 7, the movie A Christmas Story.
Oh,
Jingle all the way.
Yeah,
all the way
I
across
love
the board.
Christmas
It's
movies.
like,
that's
you
an
just can never get rid of
important
that.
like moral movie to watch. Like it teaches you about like
Yeah.
you know the spirit you need to have.
And Home Alone. Don't open the door for strangers.
Wow, I would.
mean-
I like the Christmas
How does
version of
that
Home
mean?
Alone. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
And trimming the tree with the family. Is that a thing anymore? Do people do that?
Oh, that's too messy. I'm not cleaning that up.
And I think I've only ever had a fake tree in my life. I've never had a real Christmas tree.
Really?
I only
Yeah.
had one. Too.
And I'm from Tennessee, which is kind of weird.
But you put jingle, so you like it or you don't like
Are
it.
you jingling or are you jangling?
Oh,
Which
no,
one are you?
I'm not.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
she's like, no, not me either.
You know
But I
what
guess
Make
happened?
a signal.
I was looking at hers and I was like, "That's exactly what I put." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Wait, like we're so similar.
So Chloe, since you're traveling, I'm assuming you don't have like a Christmas tree at home because you're not back home.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have any Christmas things up right now.
I'm sure
brought
there'll be
you
a
a little
surprise when
thing.
you get there.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
Yeah,
someone
I know.
probably
We're
set up
gonna
your
get
Christmas
in a
stuff.
spirit real
It's gonna
quick.
say
Yeah.
Chloe on top of your tree, with, like stars.
Wow.
It's gonna have like a peace sign.
Aww.
And then
a voice
Your
tree.
trophy on the top.
Yes.
Just the tree just collapsed. That trophy is heavy. No one told me that.
It is.
And then I had to carry it around, and I was like, oh my gosh, like my wrist was just like bent backwards. Yeah.
I
Should
would
have done
never
bicep
think-
curls with it.
Yeah.
Should've been on
I'm gonna
top.
have one buff arm.
Now you got one, so now you know.
Number 9, Elf on a Shelf.
What is that? Just like an elf?
Yeah.
I don't do elves. Sorry.
Really?
They
Send it on the
I don't
sleigh.
do elves.
they
Yeah, I don't. It's not
They
a thing
freak
in my
me out.
family.
You don't like Elf on a Shelf?
No, not a thing.
kind of
for
freak
us.
me out. No. Anybody
I don't
else?
get it.
I mean,
kinda
if it was
creepy.
real.
Or like the ones that are hanging behind the cars, you know, with their feet.
No, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, is that a question?
No,
The
but I
car-
think
No.
it just transitioned into that. But anyway,
the
Like
car antlers.
like
and
Well, if
the
you had to
car
do
nose.
like if you decorated your car, would it be Jingle All the Way or Send It on a Sleigh? Whether it's antlers or
Oh, absolutely. I don't know why I didn't do that this year. I want to have like the ears out, the red nose,
it's like in
the
middle.
everything.
Depends.
Oh wow, we're like
Yeah.
torn here.
I'm
Micah,
like
you need to like you need to pick a side.
Yeah,
you need to
this
go
is
to the
not
sleigh
an
and you're
option.
jingling it.
Okay, send it. Yeah, it's not a thing for me.
And the last one, well, Chloe already touched on this, but the last one is fake Christmas trees. Jingle on the way
Yeah,
or
Jingle
Send It
All
on
the
a
Way.
Sleigh.
Because it doesn't shed, there's no like cleanup. You just put it back in the box, bring it out next year.
I
Yeah.
have to send it on a
Oh,
sleigh.
you forgot number 11. So number 11 is people that send mean tweets.
Oh.
Send it on a sleigh.
Send it on a sleigh! Get out of here with that mess.
Out
People
of
who
here.
build each other up with sweet tweets.
Yes.
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 That is, yep, Jingle All the
Jingle
Way.
Yeah, more
Also, I
prizes.
just created a thing, sweet tweets.
That's so cute.
Oh my god, we got a prize!
More prizes!
Yay!
Okay. And then 2 more candy canes for you to share with your listeners.
Yay!
I know for
Now
like
we're in the holiday spirit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I know
Jingle-
we've been super funny like the
Jingle
whole
jangle.
after show and it's been like lighthearted. But I swear if people just need the power of just waking up every single day, like I tell myself, just wake up every day and give like 10 compliments to
Wow,
not to
I
people
love
you know,
that.
just to random people. Like if it's when I go to the valet place, I'll just say, you know, they say, "How's your day?" And normally people say, "Good, thank you." I said, "Oh, I'm doing great. How's your day going?" And the
Yeah.
valet guy literally to me last week was like, "You're the first person that's asked me that ever."
Wow.
I swear to God.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
outside of Catch, and the valet guy goes,
Oh, yeah.
You're the
That
first
happens a lot
person
at
to have
Catch.
ever asked me that." So just literally wake up every single day,
Yeah.
10 compliments, but mean it. Don't just make something up and be like, "Oh, you look great," even if you don't mean it. Just
Yeah.
stop somebody because you never know how
they're going through.
what they're
Yeah.
going through,
Yeah.
if they have a death in their family, if they're stressed out, if they don't have
Yes.
enough money to pay their bills.
You never know.
And the power of that positive energy that you give them will just transform their day, their life, their existence. Just
Yeah.
everybody out there watching, on behalf of Chloe,
Yeah.
give 10 compliments every single day you wake up
Yeah.
to somebody.
Not only that, but
happen.
give yourself 3 when you look in the mirror. Like,
Oh, wow.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm bold, I'm smart, I'm
Yes,
driven. Like,
yes.
give yourself those compliments because you deserve them.
Yeah, and because there is so many voices in the world today, and then so many people with so many opinions and things to say, and if you're not good with you, I don't know really how you can even function.
Yeah.
Like you have
Yeah.
to be so confident in yourself, and The Voice really gave me that confidence. And I know I say that I can speak for all the contestants on the show that the show actually just built us up in such a big and important way that it's a shame that any part of it would get chipped away at or taken down
Yeah.
from social media. It's just unnecessary. It really is. So Just try a new
But
thing.
the good thing is that you guys are all very close. We got to
Yes.
see it because we had some contestants here as well, and you guys are all built it as a family.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter what team you were in.
Oh no, it could have
And-
gone anyway
Yeah.
on Tuesday night, and it would have been the same love and the same affection towards each other. I mean, I was holding on to Addison for dear life, thinking in my mind like she's probably gonna win. Like I was literally like,
Aw.
no matter what happens, like I'm honored to stand here next to these people.
Yeah, you guys are all winners.
Thank you.
Yeah,
all
you
winners.
guys
Yeah.
are all winners. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Not only that, but you've accomplished so much. But let everyone know what you have coming up. I know we're kind of running short on time. So
What I have coming up? First off, I get to go home for the holidays,
Yes.
which is super exciting.
Yay.
So I'm gonna have all my loved ones in a room. We're gonna eat a lot of food.
And drink eggnog.
Yes, and soy nog. And,
Jingle,
and
jingle.
yes,
You have
and,
Neon Dreams tour coming
yes,
up, right?
and then the winner of this season, we get to be a part of the Neon Dreams in Vegas. I don't
Yes.
have all the details on the involvement in that yet because we're kind of taking a break for the holidays, which is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So everybody can be with their families. But then once the new year starts, it's going to be figuring out the plan for the Vegas show and also signing with Republic Records and starting the process of making a
exciting.
record, which is my dream come true. I'm like literally over the moon excited about it.
Jesus.
But first, I'm gonna sleep for like 5 days straight.
Yeah.
And eat a lot
Rest
of
those
food.
vocals.
Yes.
What a way to start 2018, honestly.
Huge.
goals. Seriously,
Yeah.
goals.
This is gonna be like, and I say this like this. I think 2018 is gonna be like the year. Like this is gonna be a big mood. Big
And
mood.
what
Yeah.
a great early Christmas present.
Right?
Like to start the new year off, to start New Year's Eve off. You get to cheers to like your most amazing accomplishment probably
Yes,
thus far.
absolutely.
Number
man.
one on the charts, and it's going to be
Yes.
your song written
Wow.
by you.
So
And we're gonna be
cool.
singing it 20 years down the line at the
Yes.
bar.
Guys,
And
Well,
we're
let
going to be
everyone
back
know.
for season 14, and we're going to be
Yes.
like, oh, Chloe, she doesn't remember us, but
no.
she has a number one song.
Let everyone know where they can find you so that they can continue to follow you on social media.
Awesome. So at Chloe Kohanski on all social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then on Snapchat, if you want, it's Chloe.Kohanski.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Hey guys, so I'm Mayte Carrillo. You can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _.
And I'm Lena Nouri. You can find me all over the internet at Lena Nouri. And I also want to thank my co-hosts for coming up with these awesome little games
Yes.
for Chloe.
You're welcome. And I'm Russell Ray. You can find me across the internet at Russell Ray Silva on all handles. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you,
Happy holidays.
Chloe.
Be safe out there.
Yes.
Thank you, Chloe,
Thank
for
you for
coming in with us.
coming.
And
So much.
congratulations
Thank you.
on your future. Jesus
Wow.
Christ, this is amazing.
Congrats.
Jesus, way to you.
You made these, right?
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.